Hey guys, Travis Ventrella here, and in this video, I want to share with you my journey on how I was able to do over 7 figures in less than 11 months with an online coaching business. And so my hope is that this video would encourage you, inspire you, whether you're someone who's looking to start an online coaching business or somebody who's maybe stuck at 10, 15K a month and you want to scale to 50K a month and beyond. And so my hope is that this video would transform the way you think, give you some principles, some keys, and some tips that you could use to plug into your online coaching business. So let's get right into it. Many people are wondering, who is Travis Ventrella? And obviously that's me. And so for this YouTube video, I'm gonna go ahead and take you on a journey. I'm a married man. My wife and I, we actually got married back in May of 2022. And these are some pictures of our wedding. My wife and I were ordained as associate pastors in April of 2023. And it's amazing. We're at an amazing church here in Towson, Maryland, serving the Lord. And I'm also a 2 Comma Club award winner for doing over $1 million with an online coaching business. And so many times people see the good and where someone's at on their business journey and in their life, but it didn't start like that for me. Here's a picture of me when people used to call me Gangster Trav, and I was wearing my Fitted, my Echo Unit merch. And I was in a place in my life where I grew up in a broken home. All 3 of my brothers went to prison. My oldest brother was stabbed 19 times. Just to give you an idea on how bad it was, I was always told constantly I would never amount to anything. I would never become someone great. And literally just came to a place where I was down, and I was at a moment where I was experiencing rock bottom in my life. And then one day, my brother, who was in prison at the time, gives me a call, and that call changed everything for me. On that call, he was telling me that I didn't have to make the same mistakes that he made. And literally, he told me to read this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read it 3 times, and it radically transformed the way I thought about my life, the way I thought about money, and the way I thought about business. And so here I am, 14 years old, reading this book, telling everyone in my family I'm going to be a millionaire. And it was funny because, here I am, this 14-year-old who's, in a crazy situation, and I'm over here going around telling everyone I'm going to become a millionaire, and they all looked at me like I lost my mind. And so I began this journey of self-development, personal development, and I started reading books like crazy. From 14 to 16, I read all the books, Think and Grow Rich. I remember at the age of 16, I was really trying to figure out, okay, what business am I actually going to start? And that's when I got into e-commerce. I was drop shipping, selling things from Amazon onto eBay, and I was making around $2,000 a month at 16 years old. And then I started to learn about private labeling products on Amazon. And what was crazy is at the time, it was the wild, wild west. Like, you could launch a product on Amazon and it's going to take off. And so by the age of 18, I was making around $38,000 a month in revenue with 3 product lines on Amazon.com, and really came to a place in my life where I started traveling. I was going to Las Vegas all the time, California. And I came to a place where I was starting to make really great money. And I remember one day in Las Vegas, I was at this table of multimillionaires, and they were all telling me how their journey started. And they were telling me that I had the potential to become a multimillionaire. And it was an awesome trip. However, I remember getting back from that trip, and I hit this 3-week depression. And I was wondering, what in the world is going on? How am I making all of this money and now I'm depressed? And I remember coming to a place that got so bad where I thought to myself, okay, what is the meaning of life? What is the purpose in life to just make a bunch of money and then what? Like, what do you do? And so I remember it got so bad to the point I was driving home one night, and I actually went to crash my truck into a tree and take my life. And in that moment, this supernatural force intervened, grabbed my steering wheel. I went home, got on my hands and knees, and said, God, if you're real, change my life, or I'm going to kill myself. And it was literally in that moment, I had a supernatural encounter with God. I ended up going to church, and then next thing you know, I found myself doing 4 years of Bible college. I learned all about the things of God. I didn't grow up in church, so I knew absolutely nothing. And so in Bible college, we started doing outreaches and preaching the gospel to thousands of people over those 4 years. And then after that, I started traveling, preaching, and it was amazing going from church to church, raising up an army of radical, on fire believers, and really came to a place in my life where I was going on mission trips, all this stuff. And I remember sitting in the back of a pastor's car, and I felt like the Holy Spirit was saying, don't forget, I've also called you into business. Because, you know, just being honest with everyone watching this right now, I was in a place where I was playing tug of war. You know, I laid down my business when I got saved and went to Bible college. I shut everything down. I came to a place where I was, 100% ministry only. And that's when I remember towards the end of Bible college, I felt that the Holy Spirit was speaking to me that you can do both. You could do ministry and business. So for any of you watching right now, maybe you're a Christian and you feel like you're playing tug of war. On one side, you have all your friends who are on fire for God. And on the other side, you know that business is something that God is kind of leading you to do. And you could do both. You could do business and through it do ministry as well. And so, long story short, I got a prophetic word from this pastor, and he essentially was saying how God was going to use me in business to make so much money to fund the end time harvest of souls. And then I remember I was part of a church plant in 2020 when COVID broke out. During this time, I was really serving and everything, and I was believing God, to get started back in a business. And so that's when I decided it was the time. And so I started up the side hustle in August, and then in September, I really felt like, okay, now that I'm making some good money, I'd love to coach other people on how to do the same thing, because I was getting a lot of results with it. And so that is when I officially launched my first coaching business. And to my surprise, I did $32,000 cash in less than 3 days, which was crazy because I thought, I'd maybe sign a few clients. I had no idea I was going to sign 32 clients at $1,000 a pop. And so literally just came to a place where I'm like, hey, let's do this again. Let's help more people. And so I remember I ended up doing this one-day webinar, and on the webinar I was sharing my story, sharing my process, and essentially I was coaching people on how to start an e-commerce business online. In this webinar, I took on 120 clients. I did over $120,000 in revenue there, and then I just kept doing these online challenges, taking on clients, and there's a bunch of proof here, but literally in the matter of 8 months, I was able to do over $322,000 with my first online coaching business. And so, it's been an amazing journey. I went from interning at a farm in 2019 in my Bible college to traveling the world, making kingdom impact. I'm married, and it's just been an amazing journey. And then in April of 2022, I really felt like God was telling me, Travis, I want you to take all the skills that you've learned, and I want you to show kingdom people how to start and scale an online coaching business and show them how to get to at least $10,000 a month. That's exactly what I did. And within a matter of 11 months, not only did I get a 2 Comma Club award for doing over $1 million, but on top of that, I've been able to help over 400 clients start and scale an online coaching business. And I have clients doing anywhere from $10,000 a month all the way to $250,000 a month from around the world with their online coaching business. And so I'm literally on a mission to raise up 3,000 kingdom coaches, people who love the Lord and want to successfully start and scale an online coaching business, on how to do that. And I've helped countless clients. Here's just a few. This is one of my clients, Talon. He's actually in full-time ministry, and literally within his first 3 weeks, he is able to do $46,000 cash collected. At this point, he's been an online coach for 6 months now, and he just had his first 6-figure cash collected month coaching pastors on how to launch and grow a YouTube channel online. And he's just been absolutely crushing it. Another one of my clients, TJ, he was in a place where he already had a coaching business. He was stuck at around $3,000 a month organically, ended up working with us, and within his first 2 months, he did 27,600 cash collected, and now he's doing over $60,000 a month using the same exact framework I've taught 400 other online coaches. And then next is Giovanna, and she is a holistic health coach. And when she started with us, she already had a coaching business. She was stuck at around $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and now she's doing consistently over $20,000 a month. Last I heard, she just had her first $40,000 a month as a Kingdom coach. And then I'll share one more with you. One of my clients, Johnny Cupin, he literally has a coaching business where he shows people how to launch their own mobile coffee cart. And literally within a matter of just 4 months working with us, he's able to do over $88,000 cash collected, and he's been impacting other people. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you are someone who's either looking to start or scale an online coaching business, maybe you're stuck on, Travis, how do I actually coach people? What do I coach them on? How do I charge high ticket? Or maybe you're struggling with marketing, like how do I actually get clients? How do I close deals? How do I enroll people into my program? Right now, I'm offering a free strategy call. And so the link is in the description of this video. And the goal of this call is to see where you're at, where you're trying to go. And then if I feel like you're a great fit to work with me, obviously I do have something I offer. It's exactly how I was able to help over 400 clients start and scale their online coaching business. So hope this video helped you, inspired you, and I want to challenge you to go after your dreams, go after your goals. Don't let anything stop you. And for those of you who decide to take that free strategy call with me while there are still spots available, I look forward to chatting with you on the call.